Why do some people wake up for tahajjud, while others struggle? Have you ever wondered? Why do some people wake up effortlessly for tahajjud, while others find it nearly impossible, even with multiple alarms? Is this just a matter of willpower? Or is it a divine invitation from Allah? Is tahajjud truly as spiritually potent as scholars and righteous believers describe? Or is it just another optional prayer we can overlook? Why is it that some feel spiritually chosen to wake up while others never experience that closeness? Let's explore these questions and uncover the spiritual depth, psychological resistance, and divine wisdom behind one of the most powerful acts in Islam. The power and status of Tahajjud, the night prayer, is one of the most beloved forms of worship in Islam. It holds a special place in the hearts of the pious, and the Prophet himself consistently prayed it, even when it wasn't obligatory for the Ummah. He said, "The best prayer after the obligatory prayers is the night prayer." Muslim. It is not just about physical worship. It's an emotional, intimate, and spiritual connection between a servant and their Lord in a moment when everyone else is asleep. Why that time? In the stillness of the night, the heart is softer, the world's distractions disappear, the sincerity of the soul rises, and in that silence, a whisper to Allah can shake the heavens. Powerful reasons. Some wake up for tahajjud and others don't reason. 1. A stronger relationship with Allah. The primary reason some people wake up for tahajjud is because of their deep love for Allah. When the world sleeps and no one is watching, they rise, not for show, not for recognition, but for Allah alone. This intimacy is rare. The Prophet said, "No one who weeps out of fear of Allah will enter hell, just as milk cannot return to the udder." Tirmidhi. These people cry not from weakness, but from connection. Their tears in the night are spiritual armor for the day. For others, the relationship with Allah may be superficial, ritualistic, or seasonal. It lacks the emotional attachment that fuels sacrifices like losing sleep for the sake of closeness. Reason 2. A heart that seeks forgiveness. Allah descends to the lowest heaven in the last third of the night and calls out, "Who is calling? Upon me, so I may answer them? Who is seeking my forgiveness, so I may forgive them?" Bukhari. This is not poetry. It's a divine reality. Those who value this opportunity set alarms. They sleep early. They train their bodies because their hearts crave purification. They are not necessarily more pious, but more aware of their sins and in desperate need of Allah's mercy. The Prophet said, "The one who repents is like the one who never sinned." Ibn Majah. So why do others not rise? Perhaps because their hearts have forgotten to seek forgiveness. When guilt is replaced with arrogance or heedlessness, tahajjud becomes an afterthought. Reason 3. The discipline factor. Waking up for tahajjud is not easy. It requires discipline, self-control, and a war against your own desires. In a world obsessed with comfort, few are willing to choose the discomfort of waking in the cold night, leaving a warm bed, and standing in prayer. But those who do are spiritually training themselves like soldiers of the soul. They build consistency and worship control over their nafs, ego, desires, resistance to laziness and excuses. The Prophet advised, "If you fear missing tahajjud, pray witr early. But if you're confident, pray it late, for the last third of the night is witnessed by angels." Muslim. This shows that Allah recognizes our struggle, and even partial effort is rewarded. Those who wake up regularly have often trained their discipline over months or years. It's not magic. It's a habit formed by love and effort. Reason 4. The power of dhikr and istighfar. Tahajjud is not only for salah, it is a time for dhikr, remembrance of Allah, istighfar, seeking forgiveness, contemplation, silent tears. Allah says, "So remember me, I will remember you." Quran 2:152. Imagine the King of all kings remembering you, an imperfect human, just because you remembered him in the depths of the night. Those who wake up regularly for Tahajjud often describe it as a cleansing ritual, a moment where the burdens of the day are lifted, hearts are softened, and clarity returns. Those who struggle often live in constant noise, neglecting silence and remembrance. Reason 5. The secret of answered du'as, perhaps the most well-known benefit of Tahajjud, is that it is the golden hour of du'as. The Prophet said, Allah is closest to his servant in the last third of the night. Tirmidhi. Those who truly understand this don't sleep through miracles. They rise because they know barakah, blessing, is born at this time. Solutions to problems are unlocked. Divine closeness is offered freely. Allah promises, "Call upon me, I will respond to you." Quran 40:60. Yet many remain asleep because they seek solutions from the world, not the Creator. Spiritual truth. Allah chooses whom He wills. Yes, discipline matters, sleep hygiene matters, but in the end, Tahajjud is a gift. It's not earned purely by effort, it's granted. Some scholars say, if you find yourself being pulled toward the night prayer, know that Allah has looked upon you with mercy. That's why we shouldn't be arrogant if we wake for Tahajjud, nor despair if we don't. Instead, we beg Allah, "O Allah, make me among those who rise for you." Final reflection. If you've read this far, perhaps Allah is calling you. He chooses whom He wills. But those who sincerely beg are rarely turned away. Tahajjud is not about beating your alarm. It's about being awakened by love. The kind of love that says, "My Lord is waiting for me. How can I keep Him waiting?" It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up. So next time your eyes open in the night, even for a moment, get up. Even if just for 2 rak'ahs. Even if just to whisper Ya Rab with tears. Because that might be the moment Allah writes your name among His beloved servants. If this message moved your heart, don't let it stop here. Act on it. Try waking for Tahajjud this week. Share this with someone you love. And subscribe for more reminders that draw you closer to Allah. May Allah make us among those who rise at night when others sleep, and write our names among the righteous. Ameen.